Hey guys, I'm Shauna, and you've landed here on my Shauna Lynn RN YouTube space. I'm creating this video as kind of a jumping point, a welcome, who the heck am I video. It's meant to be real, unedited, won't be perfect. I'm sitting here with like 2.5 inches of outgrowth still in real time, and that's because I've recently had a really crappy situation that I've had to cancel on my poor hairstylist 3 times now, who's the most awesome girl in the world. But anyway, I wanted to kind of talk about this space and what it's meant for, who I am, how the heck did I land here, what am I doing? And I think I'm going to start with that. I am a wife, a mom of 2 adult daughters, and we have a beautiful little Pomeranian who is really the baby of our family now. I'm a registered nurse. I'm in the state of California, and I've been a nurse now for 15 years. Really, I have a passion for leadership. I have worked for the last going on 9 years in surgery and that space. Prior to that, I was an ER nurse, and prior to that, I worked in the jail in intake and response for 4 years. So I definitely have a storied background. I've seen a lot of different things, as I'm sure a ton of you nurses out there have. But I have a real passion for leading others and helping them find resiliency, because my story is very different. It's very unique. It's very chaotic. It's almost unbelievable at times. And actually, right now, as we speak, my family and I, we are walking through something that was super traumatic that happened in November. And I am right in the middle of a class act level 4 shit show. And so what I'm doing is I'm trying to help people, help others normalize these situations and find just that little glimmer of hope in your really crappy scenario. Find a way to walk through it, run through it if you need to, just to get through it. Find a way not to give up, find ways for you to believe in yourself. I'm going to talk about real circumstances, real stories, things that may not even seem believable. I'm going to get hardcore down and dirty. I'm going to talk about things that maybe are uncomfortable, and I want others to give feedback and talk about those things with me. I would love to share some of the resources that I use, the tools that I use, and the steps that I follow when I'm in the middle of those things, and I'm really trying to figure out how in the heck am I going to get out of this. On that note, I titled this video, "Can I really even be a nurse though?" And the answer to that is yes. I'm not going to blow smoke and make this sound like sunshine and rainbows and that everything is easy and anyone can do this and all of the things. But I do want to talk about the fact that when you become a nurse, after you walk that very long, difficult path, there are, I swear, thousands of different ways that you can go in nursing. And I think that that is what a lot of people miss when they're considering, do I really want to become a nurse? Yes, you definitely do if you're enrolling yourself in that program. However, there are things you have to think about, right? Is it going to be easy? No. And if anyone tells you it's easy, absolutely not. My path for me, I became a licensed vocational nurse. I did that for 4 years, and then I went into a bridge program to become an RN. I went and got my bachelor's, went through that program, and then, I guess I'm glutton for punishment, and I said, I think I'm going to go get my master's. Haha. So I went and did that. And I will tell you, spending, what is that, like 6.5 years, 7 years of school to get to get to this place where I'm at right now, it was by far the hardest thing I've ever done. And so I put that out there because that doesn't mean that it's not achievable. It is 100% achievable, but you have to get to that place, right? There were all kinds of obstacles in my way. And I just want to go back for a minute and say that I started this video talking about the fact that I'm a wife and mother of 2 adult daughters. That is true. Had my first child at 17. So my daughter is going to be 29 years old next month. Second daughter is 22. So we're in a really unique space in life now, and we're having so much fun with them, but we were definitely not there when my husband and I were young and struggling and barely able to pay bills because he had to work full time and I was trying to juggle school, which, by the way, I didn't go back until I was about 28 years old to become a nurse. And that's really hard to do when you have toddlers at home, a husband that's juggling everything, running the kids all over, working himself, and then cooking dinners, making breakfast. Like, that's very hard, you know. On top of all of that, I've got a whole plethora of stories that I want to share with you because, again, I want to talk personal things here. That's what this space is for. And I'm going to weave those into my blog, which brings me to another point. This YouTube platform is also an extension of my blog, Shit Show to Sparkles, which I'm hoping you'll subscribe to today, because every week I drop a new little sparkle of information around a new technique that you could use to help you get through some of the most difficult times you might be facing. This doesn't only apply to nursing, and I'm going to get well into that as well on future videos that I do. We're going to talk more about, you know, what comes along with these different areas of nursing that I have worked in. I want to hear some of your stories, you know, and some of them are horror stories. I've got some really funny ones. I've got some really sad ones. But then I want to talk about that in correlation to reality. And I want to make sure that everyone here knows this is a safe space. There's no judgment. What we will do is talk real life. We will talk about fun stuff. We will talk a lot about my Pomeranian, who, again, really is the baby in our family and deserves a spot of her own. She often makes appearances when I'm filming things. So in short, I hope you will follow along, join this journey with me, engage, ask questions, and see where we go together with this.